Hey, I want to introduce you to my friend Randy, right here in North Carolina. And this is what a pond is supposed to look like. We're going to try to trim around it with this DR mower. Let's get started. So this is one of those DR trimmer mowers. Randy, that looks too high to me now, but I don't know.
That's too high?
I think that's too high, isn't it?
Okay. I'm not, can you go a little bit further?
Yeah.
That belt's gonna come off again.
Well, guys, we ran about 3 feet and the belt came off. Actually, I think it came off when I started the PTO that last time. One thing I did was I didn't have the throttle at idle when I started the PTO, so we're actually gonna take the cover off so we can watch the belt. Yeah, I know there'll be a safety issue, but we're gonna do that because we've already had some trouble with it coming off. Randy, you got this thing used, right?
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much it was used?
Not much.
Yeah.
Because the belt kept jumping off.
So the original owner had trouble with the belt coming off.
But the original owner was a computer guru and not mechanically or not no farmer.
Like me.
Yeah, right.
Well, even the use that it got must have been a long time ago. Look at this pulley here.
It hadn't been used in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's rusty as can be.
And it's been outside.
Obviously.
Yep.
So one thing that I noticed that beyond the rusty pulleys here that are going to give us grief, I know those are going to give us grief, but one thing even beyond that is that when we have this 3-point hitch up and this leaning down,
yep,
it doesn't stay straight on the pulleys. We've tried to get these, I don't know, guides here or whatever, lined up properly, but we'll see if we can figure this out. I think this is going to be our biggest challenge.
How about the starting challenge, about the PTO?
Yeah, I'm still wondering if maybe I started it too fast. We're going to leave this cover off of here
till we can get it going.
Till we can figure it out. I mean, this is not a case of trying to be unsafe, it's a case of trying to figure out our equipment.
Correct.
The belt's not real tight. I don't know, there's not much of a way to tighten it. It's that spring right there. I wish we could get it a little tighter. But I think we're down almost level here, aren't we?
Okay, close.
Okay, let's take it back out to the field and see what happens. I think this thing's going to be pretty finicky, is my theory, but maybe we can make it work. You know, when you've got a challenging mowing situation like a pond bank, it's okay if your equipment's a little bit finicky, right? There's not many things that you can get for $1,500 or so to mow the bank of your pond. So, I mean, I'm willing to put up with a little bit of hassle as long as I can eventually make it work. No, the DR trimmer is not sponsored. I just had an opportunity to work with my friend Randy here, and I thought this would be a good opportunity because I didn't want to be beholden to a company on this. And the only videos I've seen with the DR trimmer have not been success stories. So I wanted to be able to try it for myself, work with Randy here, and if we can't get it working, then I'm convinced it can't work. But if we can get it working, we'll try to educate you guys a little bit on what we learned to make it work out for us. Okay, here we go, Randy. What do you think?
I'm tickled.
You like that?
I do.
Is that low enough?
Yeah, I don't want it real low.
Yeah, it would just,
down there.
yeah. Okay.
I'm checking. Looks good.
Okay, well let's see what it does on the round. It's a little hard to drive because it's out behind. And I'm going to try to get those sticking out there.
Man.
So you've mowed around this with your zero turn? Or,
I get close, about that far.
okay, and that's been recent. So all that's left is what's kind of sticking out over the edge.
And
So-
I'm not worried about sticking over the edge. I'm just worried about showing from the road.
Worried about what?
Seeing it from the road, it looks real bad from the road. When it sticks out, it don't look bad from the road.
Okay.
I'm not.
Because those,
and that-
those that are kind of already blooming and going to seed, those we need to cut off, right?
that'd be fine. Yeah, that's what I want.
Because
But
I'm
that-
trying to figure out how close to drive. Like right now, I'm
I know
all the way
that's,
over.
That's the point. I know.
But I like where the wheel is because we still have plenty of, you know.
Yeah, and we probably need to put some more string on it. That's probably 5, 6-year-old string on it.
Oh, I don't know. It was still doing good.
Yeah, it is. I'm checking. The secret for people watching this thing is the way we adjusted it. That's what gave me a hard time. I didn't know how to adjust it.
Yeah, so we did a couple of adjustments. The gauge wheel can be adjusted up and down.
Yep.
3 adjustments actually,
Yep.
wasn't it? The second is the height of the 3-point hitch.
Third link. That third link.
And then the third one was the top link in order to get it a level.
Yep.
But the height of the 3-point hitch makes a big difference.
It does. That's the ticket.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little further and then I'm going to let you try.
You're looking good. I don't want to.
Now the manual says not to go backwards with it, and I understand why. It's spring loaded. If you go forward and hit something, it will spring back. But if you go backwards, it can't spring backwards. That is working perfectly. Now I think it's going to scalp a little there. It's hard to drive, folks. That was an operator error. So I see why the book says not to run it backwards, but I also see that I like to run it backwards once in a while. It's a risk, but like everything else, sometimes if you understand the risk, you can work with it. So, but again, I wasn't perfect. I scalped.
Well, it's going to take time. You ain't been doing it 5 minutes. I've been doing it 30 minutes, so I got more skill for you. I ain't worried about that. It'll grow back.
Yeah,
I got them to raise it up just a little bit more.
we could. I mean, if we raise it up, we wouldn't scalp, but there's some places where you wouldn't cut much, you know.
I ain't worried about it. That'll give my frogs a chance to hide.
I have plenty of frogs I wish I could have given you from my pond.
I can't keep frogs.
You can't keep frogs.
I can't keep frogs. Between the fish and the birds and the cats and the eagles, nope. Can't
Randy, I have a serious case of pond envy.
Yeah, we're enjoying this thing. The state done it, designed it. They drilled it, you know, soil samples.
Yeah?
They said it was perfect because I got blue clay on the bottom, and I got 3 inlets. When they were digging it,
Uh-huh.
right over there with them rocks, the water was coming out that like a water hose.
Okay.
So my mom and dad, they raised hogs right along in here,
Okay.
and they didn't have to water them. So this was my mama's idea for
Okay.
digging this pond.
Do you have to do anything to maintain this edge like this real nice other than mow it?
Weed eat.
That's all.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything to keep the pond at this level?
No, it maintains.
Oh my goodness. Now, how about the color? I mean,
I color it.
What do you use?
Pond dye.
Pond dye.
True blue. Aqua shade is top of the line.
And how much does it take?
It takes maybe 3 to 5 gallons a year.
A year.
That's all.
Do you do it just once a year, or
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
in the spring?
Yeah. And it'll keep a color right good long time.
Okay.
Probably 4 gallons.
If you haven't figured it out, we're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is a friend of Christy's mom and dad, Randy.
What would be wrong? What's time to a hog? What would be wrong if I just make 2 trips, get one on the outside and one on the inside?
That'd even be better.
It would be better than a steel weed eater.
So I want to see you get on it. And the thing you're going to have trouble with, I think, is keeping it close to the bank, because every time I make a little turn, it exaggerates that.
I'd rather go back over yonder.
Well, let's go back over yonder.
Yeah. Rev it up some?
No.
Oh, don't rev it up.
Not until you get it started.
Okay, I did rev it up.
Yeah.
All right, here it goes. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Now this truly is a Johnny-inspired Johnny. Randy's not real proficient with YouTube, but he was able to find some of our videos, and when he saw our Johnny, he said he just had to have one. I tried to talk him into a 1025R, but he found a bargain. So he got this 1023E, and he is exactly what I've seen from other folks. As soon as he gets it home, he says, I wish I'd have bought the 1025R. And we're seeing one of those items right here on display. That's the position control, or lack thereof, on the 3-point hitch. So he can't go back to the same position each time. I don't think we're hurting anything by backing up once in a while in this situation. I think against fence posts, that would be disaster. This is perfect for what Randy needs. I think you can control the height a little bit, but it's opposite of what, just use the opposite approach.
It is.
Just lower it a little, like right now, if you want to raise it, lower the 3-point hitch a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
I think so, because back there you scalped a little bit, and I think the way you avoid scalping...
Well, I didn't want to mess with it.
Well, that too.
The secret is up and down, and adjust them away from where you want to go to for it to cut.
And I think you're doing okay backing up once in a while. I don't think that's hurting.
I tell you, for the price, it beats a steel weed eater.
I can't imagine anything being a better value for what you're needing to do.
I agree.
What I notice is how everyone's pond situation is different. I mean, this is radically different than my pond.
Okay, what's the difference?
Well, my water doesn't come right up to the edge. So I have like 8 feet off that I need to tend. Of course, that's what we're working on. We're trying to fix that part of our pond. What I want him to do is to see if he can get these right here by this post. And that's what the DR trimmer is supposed to be able to do. Okay, so you're supposed to be able to use that spring-loaded aspect to drive this right up against the post.
Okay.
And it'll spring around there.
Let's try it. I ain't never done it.
Okay.
I'm getting confused going. When I pick it up, it goes down. When I pick it, that bush it down, it comes up.
Yep. It's going to take some practice on that.
But then again, this is about 30, 40 minutes I've been using it. So
Yeah.
it's going to take a while.
It's going to take some time, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work for you.
I'm tickled.
That edge over there, do you think we could do that?
Yeah, if you really want to.
I'll try it. We'd have to take that bolt out, right?
All right.
I'm wanting to try it on this real steep slope up here. Let it down to raise it up, Tim. Boy, a 1025R would have been much nicer for that.
What do you think so far?
He makes it look a lot easier than what I was doing. But he's got it adjusted. But I had no idea I was going to use it for that, but that's really top of the line to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's awesome. Especially with no more money I got in it.
You bought it used, so it's really...
That's right.
Or you bartered for it.
I bartered for it. But I love backing up because you can actually see what you're doing better. You can control it. That is really awesome. I'm really happy with it.
Is that going to be better than your weed eating?
Oh, Lord, yeah. I'm 77 years old. That weed eater gets old. Even if I had to go around twice, I'd sit on that tractor all day.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
It's just going to take some getting used to.
That's exactly right. Tell you what, that's tough doing that with a weed eater.
Oh, I bet. You can't really reach it.
That's right. So he's letting the wheel go on the curve, on the incline.
Yeah. Using the controller. The
Yeah.
controller control,
Yeah?
raise and lower it a little bit.
Wow.
I thought that going really slowly made it so that I could adjust that height and do a suitable job.
You did till you got to here.
And then we had some washouts here, right?
Yeah.
Some little, I'm pretty sure that a good young man could weed eat that faster than what I was doing right there.
Yeah. But a 77-year-old man can't.
I think that's the point. I think sometimes speed isn't the issue. Sometimes you just,
What's time to a hog?
what's time to a hog? That's probably the title of this video.
Yeah,
Who
what's
knows?
time to a hog? I can take my time and go around twice. In fact, I was never going to take that bolt out, but now I'll take the bolt out, take my time and go around, and then come around kind of fast and do the flat
Now,
part.
when you got that bolt out, you can't lift that thing very
Right,
much at all. You
right.
just have to count on your gauge wheel all the time.
Right, you can't transport it.
And you've got to think backwards.
That's right.
I hate to say this.
I'm a redneck.
Well, that point aside,
All right.
a 1025R would have made this a lot easier.
Why is that? Because of the hydraulic.
You don't have the position
Yeah.
control on the 1023E.
Yeah.
And I noticed when you were operating the lever, you were
Yeah,
exaggerating it.
you don't know where it's going.
You need to try to move the lever less
Yeah,
when you move it. Just
but
feather it a little bit.
I understand that, but I bought that used at a fairly good price. And I can't see spending a lot of extra money just to go around the pond. Just,
I didn't get what I want, but it was a bargain.
that's right. That's the truth. He told me not to buy it,
And you know, there are some people that go through their whole lives doing that.
and I'm sorry I bought it. I should have spent the extra money.
Probably.
But I'm satisfied with that little tractor.
Oh, you're loving the tractor.
Yeah.
Every
Oh.
time we talk about this with you, by the way, Johnny inspired Johnny, right? I
Right.
mean, you bought this tractor because
Yep.
of what?
Tractor time with Tim's.
That's
when
right.
I saw it. I'd have probably bought a Kubota. But I think I am going to put a wheel on this.
I think that'd be a good idea, just a
Yep.
fixed wheel.
And I really appreciate you taking the time to do this for me. Because you saved me a lot of headaches because I was dreading using this thing.
Yeah, I think you were dreading using it, and like anything else, you got to just kind of
Well,
dive in, you know. But we found several ways to adjust it. The string does not like come out or anything, so you have to just replace them one at a time.
yep.
You know, that's probably going to be a negative on it. Like, this is not an end-all attachment.
No, it ain't. But it beats a nothing.
Yeah, to me, it beats a hand weed eater for this task.
Oh yeah.
I just don't want to oversell this. I think I've seen on YouTube at times people have kind of oversold it, and other people have then just been disappointed
The ones
with
I
what
seen
they
were
get.
disgusted with it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad people saw that, and yet I don't want to undersell it either, because
I like it.
it may solve the problem,
Yeah.
right? So you just have to be careful with attachments that are unique. It's kind of a unitasker. You're not going to go just mow a field with it.
Well, what else would I use for the price?
For the price, I cannot think of another attachment you would use.
All I got to do is take my time.
The nearest thing, I saw one today, I'm not going to talk about it on this video too much, but I saw one today for $5,000. Well, this one's I think $1,700 now. That's a lot of difference. Folks, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We're in North Carolina here. We'll get back to our own pond. I don't know if we have any chance to make it look as nice as this one, Randy.
I'm blessed with those 3 springs.
And I would love to say that we could eventually have a pond that looks this nice, but I'm afraid that may never be the case, but we'll give it a try. Meanwhile, we're enjoying yours. Now, by the time you watch this, we're back home again in Indiana. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on
Tractor Time with Tim.
But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death.